Hey guys, you ever wonder how a budget stacker like me can keep stacking month to month with no money? Well, I got a little trick for you guys. I'm a time traveler. So hop in the DeLorean, we're going back to the future to see what I bought in the past. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you here. Tonight we're going to talk about time travel and stacking. So what am I talking about? Well, it goes back to last year. So in December, like most people, you're saving up and you're spending all your money on Christmas presents for your family and friends. Now for me, being a budget stacker and a budget liver, I got to actually start Christmas in June, believe it or not. So I'm saving all summer, October, November, and getting ready to order right around Black Friday to get as many deals as I can. But knowing I wouldn't have a lot of money come Christmas time, that's when I bought all my gold for myself for Christmas way back in the summer. So even back then I was doing a little something called time traveling. I was buying things in June and I was receiving them in December. So by the time December rolled around, there was no more money left. And I was sitting there realizing in the year to come, my idea of getting 1 ounce a month was really in danger, especially with what silver was doing back then. I think it was right on the launch pad of the rocket, ready to go to the moon. So what I did was I grabbed my Christmas money, which I got. You know, some people don't like giving money for Christmas. Me, I love getting money. So I had about $200. So the first thing I did was I went out and I grabbed my maple gram. Now remember guys, I ordered this January 13th. It didn't arrive until March 13th. Time travel, guys. So what I did was I sat down and I made myself a game plan. Once I realized silver was out of the question, I said, okay, I'll buy this gold gram and it'll be my January stack. And then we'll see by the end of the February where we're at. But two things happened. One, they never delivered the gold gram because that was when the bullion dealers decided we're not going to ship anymore. And due to the high volume of orders, with everyone coming in with the FOMO, they weren't even delivering on time if they were. So you would wait for weeks, if not over a month, to get things you ordered. So during that wait, I realized as I was going along, I actually did have a little extra money on the side after all the bills were paid. And that's when I went out and I bought January's to $50. If you remember back, I got this wonderful Franklin, which I called a Washington and blew up my video to 3,000 views, and my Kennedy. And I went to the Goldback.com and I grabbed myself a Goldback. So this was my January haul. And I was happy with that because yes, it wasn't an ounce, but guys, what can you do? So January was done. And then at the end of January, I was watching everyone do the GSR and grab silver to gold. And I didn't really have a big stack, guys. I had around 40 ounces of silver. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do that trade. I'm going to go down and I'm going to cash in 10 ounces of silver. And I'm going to get a 5 gram ounce of gold. Well, when I came home, the 5 gram bar of gold was sold. So I pivoted and I got platinum. And I said, well, wait a minute though, January's done. What am I going to do with this? And when it arrived, I said, okay, this is going to be February. So January was 90% silver and a Goldback. February was platinum. So here's my beautiful 1/4 ounce of platinum, which I am very grateful to have because, guys, I would have never got this in my lifetime if I didn't do that trade at that exact time. When I did it, it was 51 to 1. And you're probably thinking, 10 ounces for this? You got to remember, guys, I'm in Canada. This was $1,043, and I traded in my 10 ounces and got $1,050. So I saved $7. So January and February is done. What's a guy gonna do? Well, I decided, you know what? That gold gram's gonna come sometime, so that's gonna be March. And then March came along, and guess what? You saw it the other video. My beautiful, beautiful maple gram. Man, I'm having a hard time with the lighting today. There's the queen. All right. And something else happened. My family showed up, and I got all my Christmas Goldbacks. So I got an Oklahoma, another Oklahoma, international stacker, God love him, sent me the Florida, and another one in Arizona. So there's March. Gold. It's done. March was a gold. So far, January, 90% silver and a Goldback. February, platinum. March, gold. Excellent. But what's a guy doing since all that is already done the rest of January and the rest of February? Well, silver was out of control. So I was stacking the frack, as Fish would say. I was scouring eBay, thanks to Sober Stacker for the little hint to get in there. And I was actually picking up things under spot. Now, of course, they're over spot now because we had the crash. But that being said, I was picking away. If I got $10, I would get a dime. Or if I saved up, I would get a quarter. So, what are we at? March is done. So April was going to be 80% Canadian silver. So I started stacking as much as I could. Every couple weeks, maybe I'd get something, maybe every 3 weeks. But slowly I ended up with this quarter. Now, in Canada, our quarters are 80%, unfortunately. But still, it all adds up, guys. All silver is good. Not as good as gold, but all silver is good. So another. And I grabbed another. This was actually 2 weeks ago I got this, guys. And then a guy, sometimes on eBay you'll see a guy where he's selling a bunch of stuff together, but it's one of those auctions, and he's got it bid real low, hoping it's going to run up. And it wasn't running up. So I got to the end, and I just sat there watching the minute tick down with another guy in there bidding against him back and forth. And I finally pulled the trigger right in the last few seconds and won it. And I got another quarter, and he was nice enough to throw in the capsule. There's a young Queen Elizabeth. And 2 Canadian half dollars, guys, 80% silver. So all of a sudden, thinking I only had maybe a couple quarters for April, I got $2 face, which is 1.20 ounces of silver. So all of a sudden I'm sitting here turning into March, and March is done, and April is done, and I'm already working on May. So when the crash happened this week and everything dumped all the way down, I had $10 laying around, and I was trying to save it up for something more, but I saw something and I just had to get it. So I ran in and I said, okay, let's go back and do 90% for May. So here we go. I got my first ever barber dime. Let me get the hair out of there. Always got to get hair in my video, guys. I love my cats, but man. So this beauty, you can't really see it, but it is a 1913, and 13 is my lucky number. And this is actually pretty good condition. I don't know what's with my light today, guys. Sorry. I'm at the kitchen table and I got the chandelier above me and it's all over the place. But beautiful barber dime. And when silver decided to not go up, as soon as this weekend hit, I rustled together a little bit more and I banged out this Franklin $50, 1952D. Denver. This is my first Denver coin, guys. Usually everything I get's out of Philly with no mint mark, but this one's a Denver. So, what are we talking? Let me go back so I don't get mixed up. January is 90% silver. February was platinum. March is gold. April is 80%. Yeah, this is May, guys. I'm into May already. And whether this is it and I don't have anything else, that's fine. I'm happy having a $50 and a barber for May. And then I'm going to try and save and get a 1 ounce silver in June, depending on what spot does. If it goes back up to like 100, probably not. But then I will pivot. That's the thing. When I get money, I have two options. Spend it now or keep saving. Remember I tell you guys, and I don't care what you think, but remember when I go and I get the quarters out of the carts at the grocery store? Every time I go up there, sometimes I get 50 cents, sometimes I get whatever. People just are lazy. They don't want to take the carts back. I take it back, pop the quarter out, go over. They tried to put the wrong cart in the wrong lineup, so it's sitting there with a quarter in it. I put it where it goes. I got a race against the guys with the orange vests coming and getting them, trying to steal my money. But anyway, this is what I've got so far. $10. So with spot price where it is right now, and in Canada it's about $95 today, I could go and grab another one of these for that. And then I would have this plus 2 of these for May. But I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna keep this dry powder, and because I got some money coming up. I did a survey for $25, and I did a video game I tested for half an hour for $5. And those are all American, so that's probably going to be 30 Americans, probably going to be closer to 40 Canadian. So that's, that's $40. If I can save, like if I got between now and May to catch up, I can save up and get an ounce of silver. But I might get that sooner, and then that would be for June, and then I would just keep picking up 90% for May. But the thing is, guys, what I'm getting at here is when I buy something, it's never for right now. It's never for the present. I bought it in the past, and it's for the future, or I'm buying it now for the future. And in the future, when I get to May, and I pull this out and say, okay, here's what we got in May. We got here, plus everything else I add to the 90% pile. And then June, I'll have the 1 ounce, hopefully. Maybe 2. You never know, guys. It all depends. Like I said, budget stacker, you don't got a lot. It looks like I got a lot. Like, let's lay it all out, what I've got so far in 2026. Good Lord, guys. Sometimes the brain just freezes. That's a misspent youth, guys. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. But by the time we get to June, guys, you got to remember, I'm already going to be working on September. So I never stay in the present because that gets a budget stacker frustrated. When you don't have a lot of money, guys, when you're doing this to just get a little extra, every little bit counts. If I started, say, April 1st, and I said, okay, this month I'm getting an ounce of gold, an ounce of silver for sure. And as things go on and life happens and unexpected bills come up, it's gone. It's out of the question. Then I'm like, okay, I failed. Well, no, I don't want to feel like that. And you should never feel like that. When life comes up, you got to deal with it and move on. But guys, what do we got here? I got $2 face Canadian. I got, what's this? 50, 60 cents American. I have, oh, actually, what am I talking about? I got, wow, okay, never mind. Sorry, I got 75, I got 85 cents American. I got a 1/4 ounce of platinum. And I got 5 Goldbacks. That's a good year. That's okay. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Oh, and let's not forget, I got a gram of gold somewhere. I think I put it back in Mr. Poucho here. Hold on. And if you really want to count Christmas, guys, I got this. Where'd my gram go? Oh my God. Okay, there it is. So let's get these out of here. They don't count. That's what I got. I'm happy. Would you be happy with this? A gram of gold, 5 Goldbacks, 1/4 ounce of platinum, $2 Canadian 80%, $85 or 85 cents American. I'm happy, guys. I'm real happy. And that's how I do it. You know, I don't sweat not having any money. I'm able to stay in the game. I'm able to keep stacking. I'm able to make videos. I still have content. You know, I didn't want to throw all this out there because I wanted to do videos about these and these, but I guess I had to show it to explain this. So when you see my thumbnail saying stacking for the future, that's what I'm doing. But I don't buy it today. I'm buying it in the past because what I bought last week, like some of this and this is what I bought this month so far. That's the past now. We're heading to the end of March and into April. Will I buy something between now and April? I don't know. I could. I could get this, or I could wait. Because like I said, do I want another dime, or do I want to try and save up and get that 1/4? Or do I just want to keep saving, and when those extra things come in, all of a sudden that $45 I have plus this is $50. I'm halfway to 1 ounce. So I got time. And that really relieves the stress, knowing for me to fall behind, I would have to buy nothing March, April, and May. Because those months, they're already taken care of. The future is already done, guys. So let's see what happens. Nobody knows what the future is going to hold. Nobody knows where silver spot price is going. Hope you found the video a little entertaining. Hope you enjoyed seeing my stuff. What do you think? Would you be happy with this? Is this a good 2026 so far? I can't wait to see the final video of the year and where we're at. But I think we're off to a good start. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Love all the comments. We're up to like 280 subscribers, guys. What's going on? We were 200 maybe 3-4 days ago. I appreciate that. You never know. Oh, and there's another piece of gold missing here. Ordinary man, if you're watching, it's not on the table because that's a special video I'm going to do next. But guys, there's more gold coming for March. All right, you have a wonderful night. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. The Grey Wolf says you can write us now at Nickels and Dimes, Box 23, Odessa, Ontario. KOH 2HO. Send us a dime and we'll put it in the jar. The Grey Wolf is always hungry.